Namaste, dear students. I'm pretty sure you are practicing well for your upcoming SEE examination. Today, we'll be talking on how you will get good grades in your SEE examination. So, in the beginning, I will talk about the specification grade. I'm sure your teacher has told you about the specification grid and you also have seen it. So basically in grade 10 or SEE examination, this specification grid is used for preparing questions for your examination. So there will be 4 reading texts: reading 1, reading 2, reading 3 and reading 4, which you can also see in the screen. And the type of questions basically will be 6 type of questions will be asked. Multiple choice question, you can see here in the middle, MCQ, multiple choice question, true false, fill in the blanks, ordering, matching and short answer questions. So in reading 1, we get the syntax. So one text in about 100 words will be asked, and only one type of items will be asked. For example, in reading 1, you may be asked either multiple choice question or true false or fill in the blanks or ordering or matching or short answer questions. And the same applies to reading 2 as well. There will be 2 types of items, 2 types of questions will be asked. So there in reading 2, you will be asked either multiple choice question and true false or true false and fill in the blanks. So this way only 2 types of items will be asked. And this reading text is basically minimum 200 words, is about 200 words. And in reading 2, 3 and 4, these 2 texts will be on syntax. They will be asked from outside your textbook. So that is, the text type will be there. So for reading 3, story, notice, advertisement, product guide, letters, news story, brochure, instruction, manual, diary entry, interview, letter or recipe. These types of text will be asked in question number 3 or reading text 3. And in reading 4, we have different types of text again: biography, autobiography, essay, newspaper, magazine article, newspaper article, science article, book or film review, travelogue, editorial, report and blog spot. And the type of questions will be in number 3 or reading 3, we have 2 types of questions. So 2 out of these 6. And in number 4, we have 3 types of items. One type will be vocabulary items only. The most important thing you need to remember is the question type will not be repeated in number 1 and number 2. For example, if you have multiple choice question in reading 1, definitely there will be no multiple choice question in reading 2. The same applies in number 3 and 4 as well. So I hope you have got the basic idea of the reading items that are asked in SEE examinations. So, next thing you need to remember is about the cognitive levels. The cognitive levels refer to your processing of the brain. That is, how much time you take to think of and answer the questions. So, the specification grid refers 4 different levels of cognition. So, these cognitive levels are, you look at the screen. So, the first one is literal comprehension. Now, for your kind information, there will be 16 questions. 16 questions for literal comprehension. So, what is literal comprehension? This time, I am pretty sure the other teachers as well benefit from this. Many of the teachers have missed this part. So, you have to include these things in everyday classroom teaching. So, what is literal comprehension? Literal comprehension is write their questions. For example, what is given in the text, the students will have to write the same thing from the text. That is, you just look at the text, pick out the word or expression and write it in your answer set. So, I will repeat it again. Dear students, literal comprehension refers to the write their information. I will give you example in the next slide. So, first you have a basic idea. Literal comprehension refers to the write their information. The information is exactly given in the text and you will pick it up and write it down. The next level is reorganization. There will be 8 items. I will repeat it again. See, there will be 8 items, 8 questions. That refers to reorganization. So, reorganization refers to search and find. You will find the answer. The answer is exactly given there in the text, but you have to read again. You have to search for the information. So, the third one is inference. So, inferential question, there will be 8 inferential question in the reading text altogether. So, what is inference? Inference is kind of educated guess. I repeat it again. See, inference refer to educated guess. There are certain clues and evidence. Remember, repeat it again. See, clues and evidence. There is no direct answer given in the text. The question demands the answer from your guess. You make a guess. You read the text, identify certain clues and certain evidence and you draw conclusion. So, that's what is an inference. Next, evaluation and reflection. So, evaluation refers to the judgment you make. So, what's the answer to evaluative question? The answer is in your head. The answer is not directly given there in the text. You think, you read the text, you think and you decide, and based on the text you make a logic and you write the answer. Hopefully you got a basic idea of these cognitive levels, 4 levels of reading comprehension. So, I hope the other teachers as well use these levels while teaching the text in the classroom. Now, let us see in detail. Literal comprehension. Well, please read the text on the screen. So I'm sure you have read it. Now, look at the question. When or what year was Maria Kim born? Tell me the answer. You think of it. Yes, you are right. In 1945. And next question. When did Maria die? So tell me the answer. Yeah, you're right. In 1990, you can see in green there on the screen. So next, reorganization. Read the text. Well, you must have read it. Now, look at the question. Why could Will not use his mobile phone to get help? Now, look, to answer this question, what do you have to do? Will, the name given here, then he could not even use his mobile phone to call for help. Then next, have a look. In his rush to get away that in afternoon, he had left it on his desk, basically in his office. So look here, reorganization refers to combining information from various parts of the text. I repeat it. Please note down. Reorganization refers to combining information from different parts of the text. Combining information. So, have you noted it down? Combining information from different parts. Have a look here. First sentence, second sentence, third sentence, and even in the fourth sentence. So, you gather the information and then you make your own answer. Have a look. He had left it. It is his mobile phone on his desk at work. So, this is how you answer the reorganization type of questions. Now, inference. So, inferential question. Can you remember what I said earlier? Yes, you are right. Inference means making educated guess. So now, read the text on the screen. Very nice. Now, answer this question. Why were many of Charlie Chaplin's best movies silent? What's your answer? The answer is not directly given there. The answer is hidden. Now, earlier I told you about the clues and evidences. So, what's the clue given there? Look, silent here. Many of his best films were silent when sound for movies was invented. That's a clue. You are given the clue. So, what's the answer? Because sound for movies was not invented earlier. So, similarly, have a look at the second question. Did Charlie ever make movies with sound? How do we know that? Now, you tell me the answer. What will be the answer? Yes or no? You are right. The answer is yes. Where is the clue? Have a look at the last sentence. People all over the world heard Charlie Chaplin's voice for the first time. You see, the answer is not directly given, but it's there. So, what's the answer? Yes, people all over the world heard Charlie Chaplin's voice when sound was invented. Now, let's have a look at evaluative questions. Now read this text. Thank you. Now let's look at the question. Do you think Jess should wait for the boss? Give a reason. Now you have to give your own logic. So there is yes no question in the beginning. So these type of questions are called dichotomous questions. These dichotomous questions have two answers, either yes or no. So what's the answer? You may have two answers. I'll quickly show you that. Have a look. Yes answer. She is wet and tired. What are the words you look for? Walking, an hour, misty rain, tired, wet hair. Similarly, no answer. You could have a no answer as well. Why no? Only has a 20-minute walk to home. Have a look here. So you can have the option for yes and no, and you decide. You give your logic. So evaluative questions do not have exact answer here. Based on the text or based on the information given in the text, you decide and give a logic for your answer. Now let's look at the question model. So number 1 is reading 1. So please read the text. This is from your textbook, and I'm sure you have read it. Okay, let's look at the question. Where were Sarah and Jamie? Now, how do you answer this question? Where is the information for this question? So one strategy I tell you. You try to answer the question while reading for literal comprehension questions. So this is a literal comprehension question. You get only one information exactly given there. So where they? Look, the information is the counter of a farm. So if you read the whole sentence, go there and see. Sarah and Jamie stood on the tiptoe and gave the card from the school to the tall man behind the counter of a farm. So what's the answer? They were behind the counter of a farm, or they were in the counter in the farm, whatever you write. So there are multiple answers. There could be. Some students can write their own words. So if you write that way, you will also get the mark. So you can either copy the direct word from there or similar words from your mind. Let's look at the next question. Why did Sarah and Jamie go to the tall man? So where is the answer? Where is the answer? Here. The tall man behind the counter of a farm, and then looking for some work. Look at the highlighted portion in the text. So the answer is given there. And you have to answer looking at those sentences while reading the text. So one strategy you could use is first read the question and identify the sentence or the paragraph the answer is located, and then you write the answer. So number C. Why did the man scratch his head? So where is the information? The man lifted his head and scratched his head. Working in the farm is a quite tough job for kids like you. Have a look at this sentence. So the man was confused whether to give the job or not. That's why he scratched his head. So what's the answer? The man scratched his head because he could not think of the type of job he could give to the kids, or because he was not sure, he was confused what job he could give to the kids. So next, what do you mean by cabbage white? The information is there. Do you know what a cabbage white is? The man asks. Yes, it's a beautiful white butterfly that lays its eggs on cabbages, and those eggs change into caterpillars. So if you look at these two sentences, you will get the answer. So what's a cabbage white? It is a beautiful white butterfly that lays its eggs on cabbages. So next, what do you think Sarah and Jamie's work would be? What work would they do? Tell me. Do you think the answer is there, exactly given in the text? No. So where is the information found? They eat the cabbage leaves. So that means they destroy the cabbage leaves. And that's why you have to decide. You have to infer, you have to guess some meaning and then decide. You have to draw some conclusion from this information and write your answer like this. I think Jamie and Sarah would remove the cabbage white, or I think Jamie and Sarah would kill the cabbage white. So, you see, I'll repeat. In the beginning, I told you in reading 1, we have one type of questions. So, the type of question given here is short answer questions. There will be 5 questions. Each question carry 1 marks. So, at the same time, I'll tell you, as far as possible, you write the complete answer. For example, I think Jamie and Sarah would remove the cabbage white. You'll get the marks. But sometimes you might get confused whether to write the exact answer only. For example, would remove the cabbage white. As far as the content is concerned in the short answer questions, so you will get marks for the words or a chunk of expression as well. So you write the answers that way. So let's look at the second text, reading text 2. Please read the text. Okay, thank you. So the first question in this text is true or false questions. So write true for true and false for the false statements. So what are the questions? Have a look. We use door lock to save our bike from being stolen. Where is the information? Where is this question from? Here. If you read the whole text, you will know whether this statement is true or false. So, when you want to make your home secure, you lock the door. That is, Door lock is for the home, not for the bike. So this will be false. Now the second one. Second question. Internet has become an essential part in our daily life. Where is the information? Modern life is fundamentally intertwined with the internet. So this means it's very important. It's a part of our life. So what is it? True or false? Yes, you are right. This is true. The second one, next question. There is a high chance of cyber crimes if we have many accounts and devices. Now find the information. Where is the information? There. So I'm sure you have thought of the answer true. So next, number D. It is needless to ensure our privacy on the internet. Tell me, true or false? Yes, you are right. The answer is false. The last one. We should write passwords to remember in the future. The information is there. And the answer is false. So, number B, short answer questions. How do you save your valuable things? Where is the information? Look, the information is there. So, what's the answer? Look at the screen and read. I'm sure you write the same answer or maybe similar one. Next question. Who are prone to be victimized on cyber world? What's your answer? Look at the highlighted portion there. I'm sure your answer is this. So vulnerable groups like children, teenagers and so on. Next, what do you need to do for your cyber safety? The information is found here. And you will write the answer like this. Next question. Who is this text for? So the answer to this question is not there. So you have to make an educated guess. So the topic itself says about cyber security or basic internet safety tips. So the whole text is about internet, and I'm pretty sure you will think of this answer like this. So the text is intended for all the internet users. The last question. Who do you think is responsible for cybercrime? How? Where is the information? In the last paragraph, whole paragraph. You have to draw the gist. Who? Basically, you or the internet user. I'm sure you have thought of this answer. So the internet user himself or herself is responsible. Now let's look at the third one. Number 3. The first question of reading 3 is the fill in the blanks questions. So look at the first one. Lumini lies in ... district of southern Nepal. So the answer is highlighted. Have a look. The second one. Lumini is well known. So look at the information you will find there. The answer is official birthplace. The third one. The answer is there. So what's the answer? Mayadevi Pond. The fourth one, D. Where is the information? Ashoka pillar, stone pillar dedicated to Emperor Ashoka. So, you know the answer, Emperor Ashoka. Then next, where is the information? One can fly to Bhairava. You read that. And what's the answer? 30 minutes. Look at the second one. The same text, you have different types of question. How is Lumbini development zone sealed in? So the information is there and the answer is there. Look. Then next question is this. Where is the answer? Look at the highlighted portion. The answer is any two of them. You can write any two. Third one. How much time does a bus take to get to the birthplace of Gautam Buddha from Kathmandu? So the information is given there. So you can easily find the answers. What? 6 to 9 hours. So next question. What things are kept in Lumbini Museum? So highlighted section gives the answer. Have a look. Number E. Do you think Lumbini is one of the world's major tourist inviting places? Why? Because it's inscribed on the UNESCO heritage site. So now let's look at number 4, reading Po. The first item of reading Po is matching the information, matching the word and their meanings. The first word is anguish. Have a look. So what's the answer? Number 4. The second word, displayed. You make a guess? Yes, you are right. So third one is fortunate. What's the meaning? You guess. Lucky. Fourth. Yes, you are right. Eventually is finally. And the last one, brilliant, is what? Exceptionally talented. So number B, true or false? Let's look at the first one. Mary was the daughter of a professor. So what is the answer? Where is the information? There. What's the answer? True. The second one. Mary got her doctorate in physics from Poland. You make a guess? The information is there. Yes, you are right. That's false. The third one. Pierre Curie was a great scientist of his day. Where is the information? There. Yes, you are right. True. Next question. Mary brought up her 2 young daughters after her husband's death. Where is the information? Pierre was killed by a horse-drawn wagon in 1906. And again, she had 2 young daughters to raise by herself. So, you were right. What's the answer? True. Number E. Mary got the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1911. Where is the information? In 1911, she received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for isolating radium. So now look, the question is in physics, but she got a Nobel Prize in Chemistry. So I'm sure your answer will be false. Now the last one. Answer the following questions. The first question is, when was Mary born? This is a literal comprehension question. You get the information directly in the text. So in 1867. So Mary was born in 1867. You are right. Now number B. Why did Mary leave Poland? Where is the information? There. Look at the highlighted part and write your answer. I'm sure you have written it well. She left Poland to receive her higher education as it is banned in her home country. Right. Number C. How was Mary's husband killed? So where is the information? Here. What's the answer? This. Mary's husband was killed by a horse-drawn wagon. All right. Now number D. What is the question? What two different regions greatly distressed Mary according to the text? Where is the information? One, Pierre was killed by a horse-drawn wagon in 1906. The other is she had to raise her daughters. So I'm sure you can find the answer like this: death of her husband and rearing of her children. The last question is, how does this text motivate you? Where is the information? So one, after reading the text, we get when we are determined to work something, then definitely we get success. So if you look at the text here, Mary was not allowed to study or to do her PhD in Poland. But what happened? She left her country and went to the next country, France, and she did it. So I'm pretty sure you will write a similar answer like determination and hard work pays off. Thank you. I'm sure you have learned how we can write the answers. So if you write this way, definitely you will get the full marks. So for example, when you are practicing, you need to learn about the type of questions in reading section. So 4 types. Tell me that. What are the 4 types of items? Number 1. Yes, you are right. Literal comprehension. What is literal comprehension? Write their information. So you will pick up the words or expression from the text and write. Number 2. What's the second level of comprehension? Yes, you are right. The second level is reorganization. What is that? You combine the information from various parts of the text. Basically, you will have to look at 3 or 4, maximum 4 sentences, not more than a single paragraph. So you will have the answers there. So you combine the information. As we discussed earlier. So what is the third type of comprehension? Tell me. Yes, you are right. The third type is inferential question or inferential comprehension. While doing the inferential comprehension, what do? You make an educated guess, or you draw a conclusion out of some clues and evidence. So remember, to answer an inferential question, the author in the text definitely gives some clues or hints or evidence there. So you give a logical reasoning to answer it. And the fourth is what? Tell me. Evaluation and reflection. The fourth level of reading comprehension. So evaluation means you decide and make a judgment. Read the text and you think and you decide. You will have a stance. like yes or no. So earlier I told you about the dichotomous questions, something like that. Agree or disagree. You show your position, like I agree or I disagree. And then based on the text, information in the text, then you decide and write the answer. So these are 4 levels of reading comprehension. So without practicing these, it's difficult to answer all the questions asked in the SEE examination. So my final request to all the teachers is, please use these levels of comprehension in everyday classroom teaching, and also help the students to learn the strategies of reading comprehension. For example, prediction. The students have to practice for predicting. So sometimes guessing through the context, certain context is given. So you have to write the answers that way. So I hope this will do. Thank you so much.